Alright, so pre-calc, what do we got here? I promised you I'd do some stuff for you. This is these questions don't actually need to be on here. They're not new. Those are not anything you need to concern about yourself. I just took two old quizzes and stuck them together. So 1, 2, 3, don't worry about them, okay? Be worried about 4, 5, and so forth, okay? Find the area of the triangle if necessary, round the answer to 2 decimal places. There's an old school way of doing this, which requires a lot more stuff to know. It's more detail, more math mainly. But the easiest way to do this is something I taught you before Christmas, and Jaden Brewer, you might not have seen this. It was 1/2 AB sines of angle C, where C is what we call the included or trapped angle, which would be this guy right here. That's how hard this question is. You just have to remember 3 letters of the alphabet and half sine. That's it. So the area of my little triangle is going to be 1/2 the sides that contain angle C, a 3 and a 7, times the sine ratio of 15 degrees. Whatever that is, okay? That's all there is to it. Just whatever that is. If I had more time, I'd show you the classical way of doing this, the way it's taught when you're little kids in geometry. It's a heck of a lot harder to do. Anyways, it's about 2.72 square units. That's it around 2 decimals, by the way. New homeowner has a triangular shaped backyard. 2 of the 3 sides measure 65 foot and 80 foot and form an included angle of 125 degrees. So the dude, for some odd reason, has a triangular yard. 2 of the sides measure 65 and 80, and the key word there is included, which means lies between, of 125 degrees. They want to approximate the area of the yard, which makes sense. I mean, some of you guys have experience with finding areas of triangle for land measurement. It's what you do. Although in the land measurement contest, they never ever do trig. 1/2 sines of 65 times an 80 times the, oh, I must be out of it today, 1/2 65 times an 80. Put the sine in the wrong spot, didn't I? Times the sine of 125 degrees. And then I get to push buttons. 0.5, 65, 80, sines 125. There you go. 2,129.80. Oh, they want the nearest foot. 2,130 square foot. Some people, and it's usually people who live in the city that are like, man, that's a lot. That's nothing. That's nothing. What's an acre? 43,000 square feet? It's more than that. I don't remember the exact number, but it's a 20th of an acre. That's all it is. It's nothing. This room that I'm teaching in right now is probably bigger than his backyard. Kids don't understand numbers. Most people don't. Find the area of the triangle if necessary. Round the answer to 2 decimal places. This is the side, side, side pattern, and we use Heron's or Hero's formula. Which says that area is the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c, where s is the semi-perimeter, a plus b plus c over 2. So these are your a's, your b's, and your c's. It doesn't matter which one's which, all right? But your semi-perimeter would be 4 plus 6 plus 9, all sitting pretty over 2, which is 19 halves, which is going to be 8.5. Sorry, 9.5. And then you just write down Hero's formula, and the reality is you're probably not going to write anything, you're just going to push buttons, but you can have 9.5 parentheses 9.5 minus a 9. 9.5 minus a 6. 9.5 minus a 4. And honestly, what I do is I don't like pushing all those buttons. I would just put in 0.5, 3.5, and 5.5 because I'm quicker at doing little things like that than I am pushing buttons. I wouldn't have written any of that down. But anyways, that's Hero's formula. It's easy to use. And let's see what we get. Square root of 9.5 times 0.5 times 3.5 times 5.5. Oops. There you go. It's about 9.56 square units. It's an old formula. He wrote it before Christ. That's 2,000 years. He stole it from somebody else. I don't think we actually know how old that thing is, but it's probably around 3,000 years old, at least in recorded history. Find the area of the Bermuda Triangle if the sides of the triangle have the approximate lengths 841, 921, and 1313 miles. I don't know that you need to draw, but a picture always helps. Find your semi-perimeter. Take your three sides, add them together. I guess I should write that down for y'all. You hadn't seen this since Christmas. There's how you find S. $1537.5. So my area is going to be the square root of 1537.5. Let's see, 1537.5 minus 1313. I'm going to have a 224.5. I hope I'm not confusing you by doing that. 1537.5 minus 841, 696.5. And 1537.5 minus 921, 616.5. Square root 1537.5, 224.5, 696.5, 616.5. There you go. That's square miles too, by the way. It's pretty large. I would assume they want the nearest square mile. I don't know if all you guys have concepts of like what an acre is. So this might be worth kind of demonstrating to you. And let me look up my square footage on an acreage. I feel like I'm off a little bit. 43,560. I want to make sure I knew it. 43,560. So an acre is 43,560 square foot. A square mile is 5,280 squared. Whoop, can't see what I'm writing. But a square mile is 5,280 foot squared. That's what a square mile is in feet. Now, we had 384,984 square miles. So times 384,984. That is the square footage of the Bermuda Triangle. Divided by 43560, and this will be the acreage, which more people can understand. That's a lot of acres. Look at that. 246 million and some change acres. So roughly 246 million acres. A lot. All right, so I'm down to 2 to go, which I'll do the next chance I get before I leave.